It still looks cool, but damn, I was hoping for a new update track. Alright, well, I guess not. This looks pretty cool. This looks like, tech. Low speed tech, or? I was hoping for, like, the Canyon vibes or something, you know? We will see. 15 minutes to set the best time we can, and hopefully in the top 64, so we can play with the big boys in Division number 1. I will never identify as a Division 2 player. Even the day I fall off, I'll still call myself just the original Div 1, you know? Like, I was Div 1 before you even knew what Div 1 was. That's what I would say then. But hopefully, we don't have to make such excuses yet. We can just be Div 1 like always. Stats say Finn, so what's the risky? Oh. Well, that's alright. That's a cute map. Retired Div 1 player. See, like, in chess, right? If you achieve the title of Grandmaster, even if you later fall off, because most chess players get worse with age, you still keep your Grandmaster title because, like, you were so good at chess at one point that you achieved that mark. I feel like Div 1 kind of has the same thing. This isn't chess, well, you know. Well, you know, you could say it is. Like, see, if you become Trackmania World Champion, then you get to keep that title. You're always the 2008 Trackmania World Champion, or whatever year you won, right? I don't see why we don't extend this to Cup of the Day. Just some thoughts here. I'm in a very silly mood today, guys. I do have to apologize. I can already feel it. Extremely silly mood. You must have me excused. You will forever be Mapper of the Year 2023-24. And see, I will be, you know, RPG Player of the Year 2019. Just always as relevant as ever. I didn't qualify past the RPG knockouts in Trackmania games, but... oh man, those glory days, 2019, they were great, huh? Alright guys, we've done our initial discoveries. Our first couple of runs through. Now it's time to find the best lines and actually improve, so... let me see what I'm doing wrong. Well, that drift is good. There, I'm already suffering. Are the Trackmania games over? Not over, but... there's not that many events left that I'll be playing. The last event I'll be playing is the Fast Learning, which is next weekend. And after that, it's over. It ends next weekend. Because huge speed here, and this is just a tiny. That's just a tiny, okay, yeah. And then... you have to be a bit brave through this. Getting used to the speed. Okay. 40 is fast. I'll be able to do it, I think, though. It seems quite possible. Trying to reduce airtime. But it actually becomes very awkward, so maybe you just go full inside line. Oh, you can do it like this, bro. I really am a boomer. I was about to go through the entire quali and not see that. That would have been disaster. Of course it's this. This makes way more sense. Man. Must be hard to see the screen with long hair. It actually is. I need to get a cut. I've just been very slow with that. With booking an appointment. But it's to the point now where it's gotta go. It does have to go. It is a competitive disadvantage to have such long, luscious hair, unfortunately. There's a Viking which is very famous in Norwegian history, and his name was Harald Hairfair, and the lore goes that this guy wanted to marry a woman, but she didn't want him. And so he said, fine, I'll go and make something out of myself. And he said, I'll come back to you when I'm king of Norway, and I won't propose until then, but I also won't cut my hair until I'm king of Norway. So for 5 years he fought to become Norway's king, and once he did, he had very long, lush hair. And that's where the nickname comes from, Harald Hairfair. Some old lore. Quite the contrast to our royal family now. There's a lot of different things going on there. Oi, oi, oi. Did I survive? For now, yeah. .5, that's 7th. Very weird flow on this map. That was a okay run. Still don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, you can get by this corner without drifting at all, almost. Oh, this one too. Oh, that's definitely the play. .4, okay. Wait, I'm not finding this that hard. Yet. That also felt very bad. That was a very chill run. Like, a lot of things were unoptimal there, or? Just felt that way? No, does seem that way. Damn, I threw. This would have been first place. Okay, .1 now though, so yeah, they're starting to get faster. This is your friend of yours' first maps coming in trackmania 20? Scenery by Eurus? That's very nice. I like it. It does have a bit of TMNF feel to the driving. With how, like, strange it is. But yeah, I think I need an improvement because some lines have been figured out now. Like the full speed uphill, and people are getting a lot faster. Is this a line? No, it's not. Let's see. I still gotta focus, guys. I saw there was some so there was one donation that came in and a couple of alerts, but I do gotta play the quali first. Then I can take a look. No, I'm really struggling. Struggling with the drifts. In the start. How do I keep touching? Great time by spam, I think. Sub 40, probably possible, but it's rough. Man, I've crashed that drift every run in a row for like 5 runs. It's just very hard to time. Okay, that does not gain. I would want 0.1 more to be completely safe. Nice. That's more relevant. Oh. Not quite. Let me see if I can drive better if I turn off the ghosts. No drift. Man. That's pretty good. Oh man, I can't believe I had to release there. Can't believe I had to release. That was so fast. I don't want to get nervous here, but time's ticking and people improve last minute, guys. This is not safe. Don't want it to get so tense. Good. No. Not quite. A little bit too slow. Oh, I have to Neo slide there. Alright, we're gonna continue even if it's bad because we don't have time, honestly, to reset all the time. Don't I jump here though? I'm so scared of jumping if I go that low. It's not actually a problem. Time to lock in. That's speed. Okay. I keep missing. Last couple of runs here. Looks like it's enough though. But I'm not too happy with this qualifier anyway. This is last hunt. Like, so many PB pace runs, but just not an improvement for a while. little bit of a secure. A little bit of a secure, just in case. I was nervous, bro. I was stressing. Iris, thank you for the 55 months. Thank you, Pronoa, for 50 months as well. Thank you, Pipsy. Thank you, Dodge IX. We have a donation from Matt with $4 saying, hey, Virtual, did you know that in ancient Rome, there were 4 poisons, kind of like how there were 4 humors. The poisons were numbers. People could keep track of them. But being ancient Rome, they used Roman numerals. Poison I, poison II, poison III, poison IV. I don't know what poison ivy is, but I'm guessing that's the joke. Haven't heard of that. Just watched the Fast Learn Bingo. You guys did an amazing. FIFA Norway. Thank you, Kildo. We tried. We're gonna try again next weekend against Denmark, actually. Thank you, Mr. Babu, as well, for the 9 months. They have that guy in the show Vikings, but they call him Harold Finehair. Oh. I really liked the show Vikings in the first season. But then it just went super downhill in my opinion. And I haven't seen it since. I felt the first season was pretty nice, but when they started with all the Sons of Ragnar and stuff, it just kind of spiraled. Like, I was not a big fan of the whole pivot in the story arc. Poison I, poison II, as in poison hurts, I see. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. That was the full joke. He stopped there. Also, very long joke. That's not the joke? Okay, sorry. It literally cuts off. The guy wrote a whole novel. I wonder what the world's longest joke is. Like, is it, has someone written an entire book with a punchline at the end? Your trackmania career? That's not funny. So it can't be considered a joke. That's not funny at all, so... It's actually... like a documentary or something, you know? People are saying Nate the Snake. I haven't heard of this. Good luck, have fun. The Nate and the Lever joke is a full short story. Oh wow. Here we go, guys. Cup of the day. If anyone is watching their first ever cup of the day, then let me tell you, this is a classic. We drive for 23 rounds, 22 this time around. There are no knockouts in the first round, and then every round after this, the slowest players go out. And so your goal is constantly for that not to be you. Just drive faster than the slowest guy and you're fine. Good luck, please win. I will try, of course. As always, I didn't have time to check the record, so I think I might be missing some lines. Oh, Scrappy's going low here. Noted. And... yeah, just don't miss the fin. Poison IV just caused you to get really itchy. I see, that was the continuation. It's still too long. It's still too long, I'm afraid. Like these, so here's my... what works really well online with attention spans is puns. But if you're like sitting at the bar and you have everyone's attention with your friend group around a table, that's when you can do one of these long story jokes. Otherwise, they don't land. Like you've lost people. You've lost their attention. Like you just need to say one silly thing and people laugh online. It's easier. Anyway, first knockout round. We just do a little bit of neo sliding. And a little safe drift through here. And we try scrappy lines. And it seems to work out. And we jump to the finish. Winning time 0.2, I can do that. HackerWise with $2 in YouTube chat says, longest joke is my wife's boyfriend that pays the bills. You sound like the... you sound like the Crown's Prince of Norway. She also seemed to have a wife with a boyfriend that was paying some bills. You won't get that unless you're up to date with a lot of things now, so. Small audience for that joke, but those who know, man, it's pretty crazy out there. You just fat fingered the restart key in Cup of the Day instead of respawn, yeah, classic. It's a rite of passage that it happens to people in Cup of the Day, and you learn to unbind the restart key because you have such a habit of pressing it. You're not alone. It's happened to everybody. Can you update us so we get the joke? Well, apparently, in the latest Epstein file leaks, what is like the proper title of Mette-Marit in English? Is it crown? She's not crown princess, right? But so she would be queen after our current king dies. Someone will have it, but basically, yeah. Her name was mentioned 900 times in this recent batch of Epstein emails, both in ones where she's talking directly to him, and in ones where others, like of Jeffrey Epstein's friends, are talking about her, and it's just like, it doesn't look too good. Queen in waiting, yeah. Queen in waiting is probably. So it's a little bit bad. It's a little bit bad. Everyone likes the current king, but a lot of people, after this is coming to light now, are wanting to abolish the monarchy in Norway. Just like, people are literally thinking it's so beyond saving that we just get rid of the monarchy as a whole. Because the Norwegian royal family is truly quite something. It's a bit like a cast for a sitcom. But it's all real. I'm out. I just didn't focus for a second. I was so sure the car was going into the finish. No, actually, that is crazy. I stopped pressing buttons because I was so certain it was just in and I could just look away. Like, that was a impressive lack of focus. I'm so sorry, friends. Let me see. Live replay. Oh, but I also got so unlucky. It just looks like it has just too little pressure to get over the edge. Like, oftentimes you can front crash, you know, because you have 338 speed. You can front crash and still make it. But apparently all my momentum was sent sideways and up so that it didn't fall into the safe finish. That's crazy. That's crazy. My shortest Cup of the Day coming in 1 week. Now, this is going to go up on the VOD channel in like 2032. That's what happens to these Cup of the Days. they get stored on a shelf down in a basement for like a couple of years to really bring out the flavors, and then they get sent to the VOD channel for consumption in a few years. Okay, let's see, guys, who wins the cup of the day. It'll be funny to listen back to this in 2032. Hearing about what we thought about the Norwegian royal family. 2026. Went AFK for 5 minutes, what happened? I mean, one small miscalculation. You watched the Willy Wonka Cup today? I wonder if he put a disclaimer, right? Because the title does not necessarily suggest it's very old. Let me see. I might have to send a message to him, the guy who runs the channel. So, Virtual Place Unique Willy Wonka Cup of the Day. I think this was mid-2021. What are the comments like? Classic Cup of the Day. Enjoy the full VOD Classic Cup of the Days. Okay, I mean, it's claimed. It's perfect. This is 2020, late 2021, I would say. You see a different font, different leaderboard, all these kind of things. Okay. So we're not deceiving people. It also looks very dated. Isn't there any Gamba? We were gonna have one, but we weren't in time. I went out too fast. I got eliminated too fast for a Gamba. But guys, if you clicked on this and you saw the title and you thought it looked interesting, I have been in the lab. I'm gonna tell you guys about this more after Cup of the Day, but so you guys have something to look forward to. Nadeo added the clones, right? They added ghosts that have collisions. I found out that if you just click enable clones on a map, it adds 5. 5 is the default. But it's possible to edit the map file and set it to anything you want. So I took Nadeo's author ghosts and added 100 clones on each of the tracks. And it is pure chaos. So that's what we're gonna try. And you could put it higher too, but you might need some innovation for that. And then we're also gonna check out Weekly Grand. Oppa, that was a full faceplant into DNF. Yeah, I wanna play the Weekly Grand too. Whenever there's a new game mode, there's a new thing to try to win, you know? I think that's why, like, Cup of the Day, guys, I've won too many. That's why I play so badly now. I'm not motivated anymore, you know? I think with Khaki too, that's why I haven't won since 2019. I've just won it too many times. Terrible, terrible. I'm in such a silly mood. Lion, thank you for the 23 months. A whole 14 wins? Yeah, it's like what Scrappy and Granati get in a month. Guys, we gotta see how this ends. Who wins? Very exciting stuff. I got 47th today. Very cool to see Avon back, by the way. A lot of the old Trackmania pros are coming back because it's a good time to be a Trackmania esport pro. So I saw Avon is returning. I saw a few more players returning to competitive. Trying to think right now the other name I saw. But yeah, we'll see how they get along when the season starts. Is there a block that DNFs you if you touch it? No. Not quite. Me and Scrappy combined, we have 218 wins. I know, me and Scrappy are really dominant in this game mode, yeah. And, you know, we've both requested changes because of our dominance, our combined dominance. Yeah. Can you give a TLDR for esports scene exploding in Trackmania? I mean, you have the announcement of the EWC, which has massive prize pools, which orgs are vying for, and so orgs are getting into Trackmania. And thus players have better contracts and better incentives to play. And that is why a lot of the pros are taking it more seriously now. Virtual and Scrappy needs to be nerfed? I know. Heard that said many times. Many times. Are you going to freestyle chess? I am not, no. Jet lag to the moon. Ginger Jam, haven't you heard, bro? Haven't you heard? Jet lag is the solving, basically. Well, we still have, we still have me on the roster, but the hard carries have gone to bigger and brighter ventures. Nice water can. Yeah, thank you. We have the rare thing that happens, guys, when not everybody who qualifies join Division 1, which is that we're gonna have a 4-player knockout now and also next round. So annoying for everyone who's still in that. Oh, that they still have to play a 4 KO. So now it's 17 players left, still 4 get knocked out. This was a fast round, 0.7 to be in. Actually, I mean, it's still very doable. G-Rock, thank you for the 6 months. Am I playing EWC, ENC qualifier myself? I don't think so. Besides, like, I don't know exactly how it works, but there's something like the slots are region-based, right? More than nation-based. I keep spectating the guy who crashes. I don't know what's happening. But that means that some players from certain countries. Bro, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Surely not 5. Okay. Alright, the rest of the round was clean. Certain countries and areas will have better chances than others. But I didn't see the full details. Quick spectate Scrappy. Jan says thank you, Virtual. Bro, not my fault, man. Not my fault. Your name was at the bottom of the list, that's why I clicked it. Wait, what? No. Oh, that's... Oof. Oy. That's not a mistake you see too often. I think he literally just forgot where he was. Instant camera freeze? Wait, was it a good pose? Okay, not my best. Not my best. We could do better. Mid-laugh. Oh, I thought for a second I was gonna have the thing where it doesn't work again. Phew. Guys, I've been watching some great movies over the last couple of days. Movies I should have seen a long time ago, which I haven't yet. I watched The Great Gatsby, first time. And then I also watched Good Will Hunting, first time. And I feel like I've missed out. I feel like I've missed out. Should have absolutely seen these before. But bro, they were great. Great stories. The Great Gatsby though, I could tell they definitely, like, I could tell the book has to be a lot better than the movie. Undoubtedly. But that they did an okay job, I think, porting it over. Any tears? There's a speech in Good Will Hunting where I was like, damn, this is powerful stuff. But not for Great Gatsby, no. I found it so jarring though, because if you guys don't know that story, it's like set to be in the 1920s New York. And in parts of the movie, they're playing modern music. Like there's scenes where they're portraying a big party happening, but they're playing like Kanye West and they're playing Lana Del Rey. Like it's It's really jarring. It's such a mismatch. I would find it a lot better if they kind of made everything fit in with the times. It made no sense to me. Marty Supreme did that too, there's a reason for it, but it has to be a bad reason. Because it doesn't make sense. It like takes you out of the story. Also close round, only one mistake. Lawler with more speed than Grenady, but he drifts and he goes wide and he doesn't know that was the fatal mistakes that cost him his spot. The last line from Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting was improvised and was so good and fitting that they kept it. The one about like him stealing his line, that was improvised. He was such a good cast for the movie too. Like for the one person that can sort of break through the shell of Will. I like that a lot. Doge Amazed with 46 months, by the way. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Spammy J with a mistake. Link has made a mistake, but not as sizable. So that was nice, you know, like, if you ever boot up Netflix, like, for me, maybe I've ruined my own Netflix algorithm, but for me, what's at the top are, like, all the trashy reality shows. And it's so easy to just watch another episode or something, but it's quite nice to sit down and watch a proper movie, proper story being told. How is Rinta still in? It's a great question. Not his game, not his style, but he's kind of cooking. 40.4 PB, just chilling. Doing great. Rinta is the rank 1 Trackmania United player, guys, if you didn't know. But mostly really good with desert car, snow car, and rally car. But here on Tech, surviving top 5, not bad. Good Will Hunting is written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. It was really funny to see Ben Affleck so young. I only saw him in Batman before. I don't think I've seen other Ben Affleck movies, so it's just like, oh, that's him. Rinta Mario strategy, yeah. Have I seen Dead Poet Society? I haven't. I haven't, guys. What does the red dot mean in the title? It just means it's a live stream. Try to distinguish it from videos. It's funny because like the VOD goes up on the YouTube channel, right? Afterwards, and it ends up in people's recommended. And often I get comments like, bro, how do you think I have time to watch a 5-hour video crying laughing emoji? And it's just like, well, what do you want me to do? It's a stream. It's a video on demand, a VOD. And he thinks like, wow, bro really posted a 4-hour video. Oppa, Rinte is out. But they did drive faster than his PB here, so it was perhaps to be expected. Did you enjoy Lord of the Rings? Yes. Now I'm not like completely out of touch with movies. I have seen some of the greats, but I'm not like what do they call it? A cinephile? Someone who's like obsessed with watching all the deep cut movies from the past. I'm trying though. I have a feeling that movies will never get better than they were, because the incentives to make good movies aren't as much there anymore. So I think now is actually a good time to go back and look at some of the great stories that have been written. Insane round. And Grenady loses some speed in the end and goes out, but the others point to all of them. AI movies is gonna become a new thing. Yeah, I think everything's gonna be rushed out. Output beats quality right now with movies. With content. For the most part. It's just about having another season of a thing people are familiar with more than quality in most productions. There are exceptions. But that's what I seem to see. Scrappy here already knows he did a bad drift and is gonna full send, guys. And I think he will survive. Link with a mistake, yep. Scrappy's gonna make it to final. Honestly, classic scenario here, me and Scrappy, both really used to finals. He will play this one, but both of us very used to it. I think someone said we have 218 wins combined or somewhere around there, so very, very used to the situation. Let's see if Scrappy would play this like I would. Alright. Scrappy with the lead. That's personally what I would do as well in the final. Feed, though, one of the best French tech players of all time. Not gonna give him an easy win, but okay, Scrappy better start this time 1/10 ahead. Feed drifting in the uphill to also drift here with more speed and just full send, and he's catching up everything he was behind. Only a car length apart now into the ending. Scrappy with the better line. Feed gonna have to full send, but it's not enough. Scrappy has a good line and will take it. 0.1. Driving it like similarly to what I would, to be honest. Yeah, think I would do that to win the round for sure. 219 combined wins now. I know, like me and Scrappy, we just keep winning, it would seem.